Hey guys, Hastings here, and welcome to episode 4 of Show Some Class. As you can see, we are at the Indianapolis circuit this week, using the GP track, not the oval, and I will be racing a C-Class Toyota GT86 against some B-Class opposition. And before we get into the race, I've started it a bit earlier on the loading screens this week, because I've got a small announcement to make. And that is, I've finally decided upon a kind of strict upload schedule. From Mondays through Thursdays, I will be uploading one each of my 4 series, so this, Show Some Class, as well as Rapid Racing, Mods On, and the Bucket List Challenge. They will be uploaded on Monday through Thursday. Which one you get on which day may change. I haven't decided quite that strictly yet. And then I'm not going to be uploading quite once a day. My university work is getting sort of piled up at the moment, so I need a bit of time, a little bit of extra time to do that. So you won't be getting a video on a Friday. And then you'll be getting a weekly Saturday special, which you will find out more about on Saturday. And then again, Sunday, there won't be a video. So you'll be getting 5 videos a week, which gives me a bit more time to do some uni work. And then, hopefully, if I can sort of get that sorted, we'll be going back up to 1 video a day. But we've started here now. I've got a pretty decent launch, running around the outside of a few people at the first corner. And we've made up 5 positions already. That's a good start. Oh, I'm getting a bit sideways there. Don't particularly want to be drifting this car around. It's not exactly the fastest way around the corners. But it seems we've got a very nice Shelby Daytona in front of us, as well as a... I'm going to take a punt and say that's a BMW 3 Series. They all look pretty similar. And by 3 Series, I of course mean M3, because the standard 3 Series isn't in this game. But I've no idea which model of it is. It might even be the one I used in Rapid Racing relatively recently, which would be quite embarrassing. So, but yeah, it's just one of those cars. Got a Audi TT in front of him as well, and so I get again a little bit sideways around that corner. There's a little bit of a gap. Ooh, very sideways again. Bit of counter steer, and I've messed up my entry into this corner now. You see him tapping the brakes. I'm still right on him. See if we can do anything down the straight. Let's test out the straight line speed of this car. Typically, ooh, bit of bump there. Okay, that Cadillac's going very slowly. He's going to help us work our way up to 7th already. I'll take that. Thank you very much. It tends to be typical of this series that I'm outclassed in a straight line, unless I particularly or specifically build a straight line speed orientated car. But we don't seem to be doing too bad. Certainly slower than these guys in a straight line, but not particularly outclassed. Using a little bit of the grass there on the inside to open up the corner for the left-hander, and we're pretty close to the guy in 6th already. If we can just take in a wider line than he is through there, maybe get a better run towards the next corner. This is kind of a horrible corner really, because it's kind of a flat-out kink, but at the same time it's a pretty tight corner to be trying to take it flat out, so you've really got to get your line right through there, which is why I use the sort of wider line that the Cadillac did in the previous corner. We seem to have dispatched of him. I don't know. Where the hell did he go? Okay then. I assume because he was running wide, he ran onto a gravel trap or something. I don't even know what happened to him there. Well done. Well done, AI. Congratulations. But, we dispatched of him, and then we've got all manner of amounts of red cars in front of us. Going back to naming them by colour again. Did that a few weeks ago. I think that was at the Nürburgring GP circuit that I was doing that. No, we've got 2 Lotus Esprits in front of us, as well as an Audi... Audi something. It looks like an Audi something. I think it might be an S4. I'm not a huge fan of Audis in general, but so I don't really know which one that is, but I think it's the S4. As per usual, I'm probably wrong, but there's definitely 2 Lotus Esprits before him for us to overtake. Another lap's down, and not a huge amount happened on that lap. We got past the Cadillac, but that's about it. Crikey, there's a big gap behind us. Hopefully we can sort of close down the kind of gap we've got to these guys in front. It's obviously going to get smaller through the tight corners, and it looks like the Audi's getting a bit out of shape there. Oh, there's 2 Audis. Are they RS4s? S4s? I don't know why I think they're the 4. Maybe it's an RS5. I don't know. It's one of the bigger sort of saloon versions by the looks of things anyway. But we got past one of them. They all seem to have a little bit of an incident around the first corner. Oh, and he's braking mid-corner. What are you doing that for? That's slightly annoying. So we sort of held back our progress a little bit there, and he's doing it again there. See if we carried a bit more speed by running wide, but that didn't really work. We probably could have got past in that corner, or on the exit of that corner, if he hadn't braked. And we've got the Audi right up our trumpet as well now, although, as we've seen before, he will not just drive past me in a straight line, because they'd rather just sit behind you and go slowly. Because the AI in the Audi is very clever like that. Although it's not just when they drive Audis. I was assuming he was going to take a tighter line through there, which is why I went for the wide line, but he pushed us a little bit wider than I intended to be, so we've actually got a pretty bad run onto the straight now. And as per usual, we're going to be slightly outclassed down this straight, so I'm not going to be able to do anything, probably won't be able to do anything into the first corner. But the Lotus Esprit that got ahead of the Audi is absolutely pissed off in the distance. 2 laps left now. I'm not sure if we'll be able to do anything about him. Hopefully I'll get past this Lotus and maybe the Audi in front as well. The guy in first is already around the first corner, so he's probably a bit out of reach. But we're on for a fairly good result in this episode. Our highest... ooh! Got a bit sideways through the first corner there. That's not ideal. But yeah, the highest finish we've had so far is 4th. And that was in the very first episode, around the Top Gear test track. And I reckon we're on course to maybe match that this week. If I can get past this Lotus anyway. Maybe even better if we can get past the Audi as well. But it definitely seems to be around this section of the track that I'm catching, even when, as there, I get a little bit sideways. If we can get a decent run around here, haven't been slowed down by the Lotus, we can stick into his slipstream maybe. I don't think we're going to be close enough to really use his slipstream to any sort of effect. See if we can do anything through this section. It seems to be very slow around the corners. I don't really want to go past around here, it's not the most ideal overtaking point. Let's see if we can snap back up here and then get a really good run around here. Yeah, we've got the wide line that I wanted last lap this lap. And we're up into 4th position and we're chasing down that Audi. Just the 1 lap to go once we get across the line, which is only around the corner. So I imagine we'll still be in 4th once we get to the line. Well, that Audi doesn't seem to be liking this corner too much. Ooh, get away from there. There's probably some sticky stuff that will slow me down on the inside. That's not the ideal thing to be doing. Slowed our momentum down quite significantly there as well, which won't help our progress. Although, oh, look at that. Ooh, maybe you shouldn't have looked at that for quite so long. Going very wide through there. Lotus is showing his nose again. It's a Lotus there, didn't I? You know I meant Lotus, just my dodgy pronunciation. Well, I'm trying to think of it. Audi's going very wide, but it looks like I'm following him wide as well. Getting a little bit unhappy as he recuperated that as well. Or recovered, even. But I think, hopefully, around these corners, if we can just... I was going to say if we can get a good run and not run too wide around any of them, but it looks like I've buggered that up. Let's hope we can sort of... I was about to say let's hope we can defend from the Lotus then. I don't know where he's gone. I assume that's him back there. I didn't hit him or anything, did I? I think I did. He showed his nose at the second corner, or first corner. But I don't know. Mysteriousness of the AI. So if we can, hopefully we might have been able to nick 4th off the Audi if we'd got a better run. Or nick 3rd off the Audi even, if we'd got a better run through those corners, and even with a sort of a bit of a cheaty line through there. Doesn't seem like we're going to be able to get our first podium. But we've had a very good race. We're up with the leaders, kind of. There's a big gap between us and the guy behind anyway. And we're pretty close to podium. So I'm going to take that as a pretty successful race. Come home in 4th position. That is joint top of our table. But I'm going to put it top simply because it's in a higher class, and generally the higher class that you go to, the bigger the gap between the classes. Because obviously the higher the speed, the bigger the distance for the same time difference. Oh no, smaller the distance for the same time difference, so if you've got a bit lesser time difference... I don't really know what I'm trying to say here. If you're in a really quick car, a 1 second gap is a lot more distance on the track than it is in a really slow car. So I think and I hope that you understand what I'm trying to say, and it'll be the reason why that this lovely car has gone to the top of our leaderboards. So with that, I will see you for the next one. Hastings out. Bye.